Yo, what's happening, sports people? Hey, man, what a sports weekend we had, huh? Tell you what, those two college playoff games, they really didn't disappoint in my opinion. Um, I tell you what, let's start with the obvious, the Alabama Cincinnati game. Um, I tell you what, if anybody proved that they belong in this four team championship playoff picture, I think Cincinnati really proved that they belong because I tell you what, it took Alabama three and a half quarters pretty much to put Cincinnati away. I mean, Cincinnati fought, you know, but hey, anytime you run up against Nick Saban in Alabama, it's always going to be a challenge. But I tell you what, I was really impressed with what I saw out of Desmond Ritter and his supporting cast. Um, my only concern about Cincinnati is going into next year. They're going to lose a lot of guys on that team because I'm pretty sure a lot of you watching heard that Cincinnati had a bunch of what they call super seniors. You know what I mean? The fourth and fifth year guys that kind of came back because of what they were building, and you got to respect that. But that's right now that's my only concern about Cincinnati is how they're going to be able to reload for next year. But tell you what, it was a good effort by them. Okay, the second game, pretty much like I started the first one. If it was one team that proved they didn't belong, out of the Georgia-Michigan game, then it was definitely Michigan because Michigan couldn't move the ball. Michigan couldn't stop Georgia's running game. I mean, and then Stetson Bennett just put on a show. I mean, after all the headache the Georgia fan base has been giving Stetson Bennett, he kind of, I think he kind of set you guys up. But back to Michigan. Hey, like I said earlier, I felt like you guys spent too much energy, on Ohio State to get anything, to get any kind of, I just didn't see you guys getting up for this game. You know what I mean? It was Georgia, the number one team half the season, and like I said, you guys made an effort, you showed up, but I think had Michigan played Cincinnati, Cincinnati would have won that game. So that's pretty much, my thoughts. I haven't made my picks yet for the championship game coming up this Monday. I'm kind of waiting to see, how, with this Omicron variant breaking out here, you really got to wonder if, how many players Alabama and Georgia are going to be able to have. Hopefully after the game they went to Indianapolis and kind of locked themselves in the hotel. Hopefully, but tell you what, I'll be back. I'll be back later on this week with my picks. Probably Friday. Like I said, I'm gonna do a bunch of watching the injury reports and the COVID list. But hey, one more thing before I go. I know I don't talk about the NFL a whole lot. That's Josh and his guys. They pretty much cover the NFL, and I'm pretty sure that they're gonna get on this right away. But I kind of wanted to talk about this Antonio Brown situation. I know, like I said yesterday, I didn't see the incident. I kind of saw the highlights of it, and I really found out about it on Twitter. Because of all the memes and all that kind of stuff. And I just want to say this much. Look, people, Antonio Brown needs some help right now. I mean, I'm not going to say that, I saw this coming and I'm not a doctor, so I can't, I'm not going to sit here and try and, medically diagnose what's wrong with him. Pretty much like Tom Brady said, I hope that, instead of everybody cracking jokes on and making memes and things like that, because that's not really helping the situation. I really think it's time that somebody sits down and gets Antonio Brown some help. That's pretty much all I got to say on that issue because, like I said, Josh and the other guy, they're gonna cover this pretty extensively, I'm sure. But hey guys, like I said, that's all I got for today. I'm gonna wrap this up, so we'll catch you on the next one. Peace.